The shot goes wide, curves wide by Yuri Pastuka. And Pastuka again, shot, score! Looks like they might have Brent Troyan, but it's Pavel Kubina. He has it in the crease, open net, and Berlin takes a 1-0 lead with 16:58 to go in the first period. And for Berlin, good working the puck from the far side, and they'll get it in front of the crease, Brent Troyan, and Dayton now trailing by 1. Here with 16:58 to go in our first period. Berlin with all 4 shots on goal, as we'll have a face-off center ice. Tip it in off the rebound. Now it hits off the top of the shoulders of McCauley. Open ice now for Prendergast. Prendergast on a 2-on-1 shot, score! Prendergast finds Tom Tracy, and Tom Tracy scores against his former Dayton Demolition team. Tom Tracy, goal number 2 with Berlin. He hits his 10th of the year, and Berlin increases their lead 2-0 with 16:18 to go in period number 1. 2-on-1 heading towards the middle. Brent Troyan, he focuses his effort towards the right, but Prendergast, who will pick up his 16th assist on the season, finds Tom Tracy for his second River Driver goal and his 10th on the season. He had 8 with the Dayton Demolition for being traded. Nothing River Drivers. 42 seconds remain on the power play for the River Drivers. Dayton on the penalty kill. Now towards the shot, score! For face-off circle, Tyler Prendergast hits the back of the net. Prendergast with 2 points tonight. He's got 8 goals, and Berlin has a 3-0 lead with 11:25 to go in the first. Their 14th power play goal and their 99th opportunity, and Dayton has given up 23 power play goals and now 103 opportunities. Berlin leading by 3. The River Drivers coming off to a great start in this first period. Able to play it. Now Marks has to race. Here comes Tom Tracy. Tracy showing his speed. Marks knocked down. No penalty. Tom Tracy with it towards the slot. Shot, score! Shorthander goal, Tyler Prendergast. He's got 2 in a row, and Berlin's lead now balloons to 4-0. 8:29 to go in the first. Tom Tracy rips it down as the captain falls on his back. A rough takedown, but it was clean to the referee, Kevin Mallon, and Tracy kicks it back to Prendergast. Prendergast buries the shorthander, and it's a 4-0 River Drivers advantage. Berlin has stormed out in front with 8:29 to go in the first. By the way, Berlin, that's their 8th shorthanded goal in the season, and Dayton has allowed their 4th. Facing River Drivers, as Brent Troyan knocked out with an injury, we certainly hope he'll be A-okay. As Artem Pestrikov rips it away, looks at 4 River Drivers in front, towards the left, behind the goal line. He's hammered into the boards, delayed penalty, Berlin. And now Pestrikov slowly getting up. Here's Harry Mahesh taking on 2 River Drivers. He's got 2 of them by the necks. Harry Mahesh comes in 5'10", 190 pounds, and he's got someone taller than him, and Mahesh is just delivering a couple right-handers to the face of Terry Bradford, 6'2", 205, make it 250 pounds. Terry Bradford, Harry Mahesh going at him. What a good scrap. Harry Mahesh standing up for Artem Pestrikov, being ran into the boards. It doesn't matter what size you are. If your heart is there and you are hungry, you'll take on anyone, and your size could be 20'10". Harry Mahesh, he pumps up the crowd, and the Daytonians give him a little bit of love as he heads to the box for fighting, but Berlin will be going down a man again on that nasty check on Artem Pestrikov into the end boards. Pestrikov did get back up. He's skating a little bit slowly, did not play in last night's game. From the far corner, Brett Wall hits the back of Nicholas Wright by the Berlin River Drivers team. He is nicknamed The Stick. Nick Wright, 137 minutes in the box with 2 assists. Had the number 2 jersey the first 2 times we saw him, now donning the number 22 jersey, which was worn by Terry Bradford. Harry Mahesh will serve 5 for his fight, along with Terry Bradford. 4:59 to go in the first. 4-0 Berlin, your score. It's Kubina, Tracy, and Prendergast with 2. Kubina assisted by Pastuka. Tracy by Prendergast. Prendergast is first by Nitch and Tracy. Prendergast is second by Tracy. Prendergast's first was a power play score. Prendergast's second was a short-hander. 2 minutes on the board against Berlin as Dayton's going back a man up. Brett Wall talking to the linesman. Right now, Andre Nitsch, the captain of the River Drivers, talking to the referee very calmly, but using his right hand, signaling a couple numbers. More like 2, 1, and then 4 I saw. Nitsch has played 21 games for Berlin, this being his 22nd. He's got 4 goals, 19 assists as a defensive specialist. And he's talking to the captain of the Demolition, Brian Marks. The two talking over towards the referee. 2 minutes on the board against the Berlin River Drivers. As Berlin's put a 4 spot on Brent Troyan, who is still being checked out in the box. Carrick Davis continues to roam around the ice. Picked up his first save earlier. Berlin out shooting Dayton 9-4. As most of the players waiting in Dayton's attacking zone. And someone is getting the door. That's Harry Mahesh. There's 5 minutes of a fight. Same thing with Nick Wright and Terry Bradford. Both those gentlemen head towards the exits as they'll have to serve a second in the second for their fights with 4:59 to go. That's why Mahesh and Bradford being shown, make that right. Being shown the door. It looks like Wall being pushed out too. Saying something to Wright as he exits the ice. Not 100% sure. It might have been Wall and Wright going at it. Wright's now out. And Bradford staying towards the box. He'll sit behind Jay Krupp serving this infraction. I believe that's Krupp. For in the neutral zone. Dolman on the red line. 10:47 to go in the third. 4-0 Berlin. Dolman squeezed in the boards. Here comes Pestrikov around the near corner. And Dolman will hold a Berlin River Driver in his right armpit with a chokehold style. And here comes a flood of River Drivers and the wrecking crew to defend Michael Dolman. Brett Wall tangled up with David Branchick, it looks like. As pulling on up, it is Wall against Branchick, and the two gentlemen will slap each other's right arm, saying, good job, good job. Meanwhile, Michael Dolman had Yuri Pestruka right in his armpit, and Dolman is furious, his face turning the shade of the Demolition red. He's still offering punches as Sherwood this time, and both gentlemen tangle up in the referee crease. Dolman being held on by the linesman, Cody Lang. 2 River Drivers being pushed away by the other linesman, Eric Schreiner. Things are starting to get heated up. Oh wait, they already were. As Dolman hits the box, and a couple of River Drivers make their way to Brett Wall. Right at the referee crease, 10:38 to go in the third, and that has all the Demolition fans standing up here in this old hockey barn we call Hera. As a lot of gloves, a stick, a couple helmets still lie around the near corner. 10:38 to go in the third. It's 4-0 River Drivers your score. Berlin scoring 4 goals in the first period, and that's been all the offense we've seen. Wall talking over Eric Schreiner. Schreiner pushing him away. 4:23 to go in the third, by the way. Danbury now trailing by 1, 3-2. Port Huron your score. As Wall skating towards the bench with Schreiner. And Dolman is being escorted out of the box. He is still chatting up with the River Drivers. He is none too happy as he sends his final goodbyes to the 2 River Drivers he fought. He pumps up his arms, and the Dayton fans love it. Some of the loyal fans have nicknamed him Charger, and you see he just brings a bolt of energy around the fans as they start to cheer up. As Dolman gets his stick from Miles McCauley in the Zamboni doors. And right now it is Mike Henderson talking it over with the other number 9, Andre Nitsch, the captain of Berlin. By the way, Danbury scores 5-11. Point of the third period, it's Scotia from Liscombe, and the Titans find themselves down 1. Justin Alonso suspended in today's game. Trevor Karazowicz, he served as 1 gamer. He's back behind the bench in the 91st game of the league. 4-0 Berlin, your score. Shots on goal 32-18, as right now we're trying to sort this mess out in the referee crease. Kevin Mallon requiring the off-ice official take off his headset, as it looks like it's going to get messy. Michael Dolman was just booted out of here. 10:38 to go in the third. As the Demolition members talk to Coach Pace, they circle around the bench. Like I mentioned, Coach Pace, definitely a player's coach. So far, it's been a good battle between these two teams in the second period. Berlin definitely won the first period with Prendergast scoring 2 goals and getting the boot. Brantley Sherwood, he's heading towards the exits. And the fans wish him a sarcastic cheer. So Dolman and Sherwood being told stay in your locker rooms. I'm sure misconducts will be issued. Right now, Kevin Mallon talking over Nitch first and Henderson towards the right. As Coach Pace getting some words from equipment manager Joe Cox before Joe Pace Sr. came on the scene. Joe Cox served some games as the guy behind the bench. Equipment manager, lots of hockey experience. Also, part of the crew that keeps our lives free. Warren unable to get there in time. Norman can't stop it at the near point. Here's another attempt. Martin Unat breaking free. Shot. Score! If at first you don't succeed on the breakaway, try again. This time Martin Unak left wing takes it mono-a-mono with Ryan Donovan, and the shutout for the Berlin goalkeeper is a thing of history. 7:14 to go in the third. Martin Unak, he scores his team-leading 13th goal, came in tied for 14th in the league with goals, and he pours one home past Donovan, his first goal given up. It is 4-1 Berlin, 7:14 to go in the third. Still 53 seconds left on 4-on-4 hockey before Berlin can go back up a man. 4 for the next minute, 6. Extra attackers, Dayton looking for the loose puck. Empty netter, score! Tyler Prendergast. He has a hat trick tonight as Berlin's lead back up to 4, 5-1 with 1:09 to go in the third. And Prendergast with 3 goals tonight. He hits the double digits in the G's with 10. Tyler Prendergast actually has 3 goals in a row for the Berlin River Drivers on the scoring sheet. 1:09 to go in the third, and Carrick Davis back out on the ice. Still 1:01 to go on the power play for Dayton. As right now on the face-off circle, here comes Dayton.